This is the plaintiff, Teresa Bender. She says she used to date the defendant and ended up loaning him money, which she has not been paid back. She understands everyone goes through tough times every now and then, but she needs her money and is suing the deadbeat for the $4,200 she loaned him. This is the defendant, Tobias. He says he's made payments to the plaintiff since they broke up, and he can't believe she's lying, saying he still owes her all his money. The plaintiff's just mad at him for ending their relationship, and this is how she's taking it out on him, with a lawsuit for a made-up amount of money he supposedly borrowed. Owe her? Nah. He's accused of letting a girlfriend down.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff used to date the defendant, got stiffed, but the defendant says she's a bitter woman and it's all a lie. It's the case of you stiffed me in a very bad way.
Thank you, Douglas. Teresa Bender, you are suing Tobias. You've asked us not to mention your last name for $4,200 that you say he owes you and refuses to repay. What's going on?
Tobias borrowed money in July of 2013.
Why?
He stated that his pipes busted in his house that he's renting out to someone and living in the front, and that he needed to borrow the money.
Now, what is he to you that you would loan him the money?
We were dating at the time.
How long had you been dating?
For 2 months.
And for 2 months?
Yes.
How had you met?
We were partners. We had learned dances.
Okay. So you've been dating for 2 months and he asked you for $2,000?
First it was $1,500, and then the day of he asked for $2,000, so I had to go to the bank to get the rest.
All right, and you just had that money lying around?
Yeah, it was part of my life savings, yes.
It's your life savings. You handed $2,000, you handed your life savings to a guy you'd known for 60 days?
Yes.
Is that how you've lived your life?
No, never. This is the first time I've ever did this.
Well, when you go big, huh? All right. So how'd that work out for you?
At first, he made the first payment 2 weeks after the contract was made, and then he quit his job. I helped him get on disability, so I was kind of being patient.
What job did he have when you met him?
He was a counselor, a drug counselor.
And then he quit his job. Why?
He said that it was stress.
Well, yeah, everything's stress.
Yes.
Okay, so he quit his job, and then you helped him get on disability.
Yes.
Disability for what?
Stress. Everything that
I got stress. Where do I sign up? What, stress alone? That's it? Stress? Did he get on disability?
Yes.
Am I paying for him to not be stressed?
No.
I just want to know.
I did.
Is there something more to it than stress?
Are
you on disability now?
Actually, I am. And
for what?
I'm diagnosed.
Okay.
It's clinical depression.
Okay.
With anxiety. And it's from years of working in treatment in management.
Did she help you to get on disability?
Yeah.
Which makes it all the more shocking that you don't pay her back the loan that she made to you. Is this a loan or a gift?
No, this was a loan.
Okay. How much of this loan have you paid back?
$1,035.
Really? Because in your answer to the complaint, you said you paid back $800.
I just revised that.
So you did revise it. So you did once say you had only paid $800. Why did it change from $800 to $1,000?
When I knew I was coming to court, I started really rethinking every time I made payments.
Oh, okay. Well, I want you to dig deep into your brain and pull out the proof that you've paid $1,000 something. Because if it's just thinking, you're not going to be able to prove it. I need to see proof.
That's why it's so embarrassing. But Ms. Bender is a pretty, she has a lot of integrity, and I don't believe that
How much did he pay you?
$420.
$420.
Yes.
And so do you have any proof that you paid her more than $420?
I can tell you exact situations of each amount that I paid and when.
I don't care what your flapping gums say. I need to see proof.
Okay, and that's the embarrassing part. I watched you for years, and I didn't do any text messages or anything saying, here's a payment, here's a payment, here's a payment.
How about just getting a receipt?
There were also...
If you watch me, what else do I say? Grab the nearest crayon and piece of toilet paper.
You know.
Would you loan a guy $2,000 after knowing him for 60 days?
No, of course not.
Would you loan him 1,000?
No.
100?
No.
5?
Maybe.
Okay. Going inside the courtroom.
Judge Milian, several payments, there were witnesses.
Good. Call your witness. Call your first witness. Listen, let me tell you how court works. The plaintiff comes in, the plaintiff has the burden of proof. She has a burden of proof of proving the following sentence: I loaned him money. Not only, she has a promissory note that you signed, but aside from that, you admit that she loaned you $2,000.
Correct.
The defendant comes in and says, yes, judge, but I have a defense. And my defense is that I've paid almost all of it. You have the burden of proof on your defense. Prove you paid it.
I have no documentation.
Okay, so you say, look to her, judge, because she's a stand-up gal. Well, the stand-up gal says that what you paid was how much again?
$420.
$420.
Yes.
Okay, so you got credit for what stand-up gal says you paid, and that's it. Now, stand-up gal, perhaps you can explain to me how you're suing for $2,000 when you admit that he paid you $420, and why you've added an additional $2,200 to your lawsuit for a grand total of $4,200. Court is about making you whole, putting you in the position you were in before you did something stupid, or before someone did something bad to you, I guess, technically. Although in this circumstances, it only happened to you because you did something stupid. But in any event, before somebody does something bad to you. The bad thing he did was he didn't pay you back.
Yes.
So now we got to put you in the position as though he had paid you back. That means that you should get $1,580. How in God's green acres should you get 3 times that?
Because if he would have paid me back, I wouldn't, every month I get $800. The money that I loaned, I take a little of that and pay my bills. Everything was cut off during the course of those months, so I had to borrow money, which I never done before. I've never borrowed money. I'm too proud.
So you should get the lottery.
No, I need to pay these people back.
Yeah, you do. You need to pay them back. So you need to get the money that you were owed, not triple that, because, oh, I had to borrow money, and then you get a double, triple windfall. That's not how life works. And the next time, keep your life savings in your bank account.
I will.
Right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,580.
Thank you.
Well, the plaintiff collects against the defendant here. What's your feeling about the outcome here?
Well, I'm a little disappointed. I definitely have witnesses that I couldn't bring to court that would validate that I paid her over $1,000.
Why couldn't you bring them or get an affidavit from them or something?
Because they're mainly her family members.
Oh, they wouldn't testify on your
Well,
behalf?
some of them are children and some of them are adults that were in the wedding that we were in together.
How's your stress level now, right now?
Well, a little embarrassed. You know, I didn't pay attention to Judge Million's suggestions in all the years I've been watching her, so.
Okay, right down there. All right, so you do win your case, but not for everything you sued for.
Yes, I have to pay back the people that I owe, so I won't do it again.
You learned a lesson here?
Yes, I did.
What, not to pad your lawsuit and try to collect triple?
No, not to loan money. I still help people, though.
Okay. Harvey?
Okay, now, if you loan somebody money, it's really simple. Get some kind of proof you paid. Get an email. Put something in writing. There are a million ways. A text, anything. Just get it in writing.